All right, a little bit of a late start to this one, but a 2-2 game as we are underway here between Paris and Morrilton in the second round here of the gold bracket. Paris had a bye to this round after winning their pool. Morrilton advanced this round after defeating Dover, and a good swing here by Ashton Ely will give Paris the lead 3-2. Well, 3-all. Ely down that line, a kill again for Ashton Ely. To our left, Mayflower is warming up in their game to get ready for their second round game. They also had a bye. They're taking on Mansfield. That's a big game coming on next to us. Good block here by Thomas, kept in play. And Paris going to score here. Good job there, protecting the net by the sophomore Tia Thomas. Morrilton rolls one over here. Patterson there quickly to Thomas in the middle. She slams it down, but she is in the net. Lift called here against Morrilton. So it is 6-4. And this is a tag out for Morrilton. So an early 3-point lead here for the Eagles. Pretty good start. Morrilton, a pretty good 4A opponent here. That conference that the Devil Dogs are in is being led right now by Pottsville, who Paris defeated earlier in the year. They are undefeated in conference play. 8-4 now. And an ace here, 9-4. Good start. And a timeout called by Morrilton. Back with you in a moment as we'll take a timeout with them and hear a word from our sponsors.
22 Brew, where you can have an ice cream and watch football.
Or you have a coffee and watch volleyball.
Family owned, alumni owned, 22 Brew.
Go Eagles!
Logan County Glass on Highway 22 in Paris. See them for all your glass and mirror needs, whether it's automobile, shower enclosure, windows, or commercial. Logan County Glass in Paris.
Amber Canada Photography. Whether it's school portraits, sports action, or senior sessions, or family memories, I capture the moments that matter most. Fast, fun, and professional, because your memories deserve more than just pictures. They deserve art. Book your session today.
Ready to resume play here. Here's Ashton Ely on the serve. And it is out, coming out of the timeout. And the score now 9-5. And this one's going to be shanked for an ace, so a couple of breakdowns in serve and serve receive on the last couple of points for the Eagles. Morrilton within 3 now. Put up by Ely. Yarnell bumps it over to Patterson. This one's out, and some self-inflicted wounds here have really chipped away at the Paris lead, down to just 2. This one played up by Cobb. Yarnell out to Patterson. That one played up by Morrilton. It was right along the line. They'll swing it into the net. Again, Mina and Mayflower warming up on the court next to us. Mayflower and Mansfield. Mina playing in the other court. They also had a bye. They're actually the number 1 seed in this gold bracket. Good tip here from Morrilton's going to score. It's 10-8. You're really interested in the outcome of that one next to us. Of course, Mansfield leading the other conference that Paris is paired with in regional play. The imposing figure of Kaylee Ward at the net. Good swing here from Rowan Patterson is going to be a kill. That'd be Yarnell on the serve. Morrilton plays this one at will. We'll go to the right side on the attack. That one's well out. Morrilton will pull within 3. 12-9. Up official having a discussion with Ely. It's about the bench. They have to move back, I guess, from over there. Too close to the court. Roll over here by Ely. She's going to score. 13-9 now. Patterson on the serve here. Morrilton doesn't handle it very well. They keep it alive and free it over. Right back to Patterson. Yarnell over to Ely, and that's out. This is Addison Harrell. Tips this one over, not able to score. Sent over and a point for Morrilton. It's a 2-point game here. A shaky receive, but playable for Ashton Ely, who rolls it over. Played up well by Morrilton. Long set there. Yarnell out to Ely. Ely, that's tipped to the net. It's going to score for Ashton Ely. (14 to 12 now. Or 14 to 11, excuse me. Here's Alexa Arredondo on the serve. It is well received by Morrilton to the outside. Hit over the block. Arredondo gets the pass off. Here's Patterson. Good swing, not able to score. Rolled over here by Morrilton. Yarnell out to Ely, and she puts it away. 15-11. Morrilton on the attack down the line, played up by Yarnell. Ely, that one's into the net. Here's the serve by Morrilton, played up by Ely. She's going to tag put back from Yarnell. It's dug up by Morrilton. They'll attack here. That's blocked by Taya Thomas, and she'll score. (16-12). Addison Harrell on the serve here. That one's stuffed down by Ashton Ely. Another kill, a 5-point lead. Parrish has given themselves a bit of a cushion here. Harrell serving here. Played up by Morrilton. And that one is swung out. So it'll be the largest lead of this game for the Eagles here at 18-12. Harrell serve played up by Morrilton. They'll go to the right side this time on the attack. Arredondo digs it up. Dump shot here from Yarnell falls. 19-12. Paris getting some separation here in this first set. Harrell back to serve again. Played up well by Morrilton. They'll go to the right side again. Aim this one over. Dug up by Patterson. Ely on the attack. That one played up. Morrilton to the outside. Cross-court shot's going to score a kill for the Devil Dogs. And they are underway on the court next to us, Mayflower and Mansfield. Matchup between a couple of teams that are currently leading their 3A conferences, including Paris's conference, where Mayflower is on top at the moment in the standings. Yarnell out to Ely, slaps this one over and scores. Serve coming from Ely. Played up by Morrilton. Hey, swing and hit that one wide to the net. So the lead is expanded to 8 here for Paris. 21-13. Here's Ashton Ely on the serve. Played up by Morrilton. They're a tip here. Patterson tracks it down. Out to Rowan. That one popped up by the libero for Morrilton. They'll get an attack off again here, and it's going to score for the Devil Dogs. We'll play this one up. Out to Thomas on the right side. That's out. So a 6-point game right now. And last serve by Morrilton into the benches. So it's 22-15. And ace as Morrilton can't play it out of the net. Thomas serving now. Morrilton on the attack, but it's into the net. And Parrish with an opportunity to finish off this first set. Remember, it's a best-of-3 format here in the bracket round. Shaky receive a little bit here from Morrilton. They get the attack off, and it will score. Comp a little off there. Can't complete that pass. Ely receives this one. Yarnell quickly to Moore. She is blocked. It's down for a Morrilton point. 24-17. Paris, though, has some room for error, but they would like to maintain some momentum and not give Morrilton any. Yarnell out to Patterson down the line, dug out by Morrilton. They'll go to the outside. Roll this one over Comp there. Yarnell out to Patterson down the line. That's going to be a kill for Rowan Patterson to finish off this first set. Paris will take the lead in the set count against Morrilton 1-0. I'll be back with you for the second set after this set break as Paris tries to advance to the semifinals here in the gold bracket of Lady Eagle Invitational. Back with you in a moment after a word from our sponsors.
Ron Trusty and Logan County Insurance have been in the same location for 40 years. Proud Paris alumni. Go see him for your auto, home, life, commercial, and bonds. That's Ron Trusty at Logan County Insurance in Paris. El Perion Mexican Restaurant, located on Highway 22 on the west side of Paris, for the best in Mexican cuisine. Go see them today at El Perion Mexican Restaurant in Paris. Ameriprise Financial delivers financial solutions for today and tomorrow through a comprehensive and personalized financial planning approach built on a long-term relationship with a knowledgeable advisor. See Sieben Morgan & Associates in Paris or Ozark today. The Logan County Fair Board is proud to sponsor Paris Eagle Athletics and wants you to know the Fair Building is now available to rent for your next gathering, wedding, or celebration. Contact Tanya Johnson or a board member today for schedule availability.
At Autoplex Collision Repair, we understand that unexpected accidents can leave you financially stressed. That's why we offer Repair Now, Pay Later. Start your repairs today and spread the payments over time. Visit fixrex.com to learn more.
Brendan Fields with Johnson Law Office in Paris and Clarksville handles wills, trusts, custody, adoptions, power of attorney, divorces, and personal injury cases. Call 479-847-3003.
Warren Shoes, your home for Nike, New Balance, North Face, and UGG. Locally owned since 1949. Located in their iconic location on the square in downtown Paris.
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
We're just about ready to start this second set. A potentially decisive set here between Paris and Morrilton. Again, on the other side here, you see Mayflower and Mansfield going at it. Don't have a score for you in that one. That one's not on the scoreboard. They're keeping the Paris-Morrilton game on the scoreboard. I think Mansfield is up in that one, but can't quite tell. Either way, we're ready to start this one. Set 2 between Paris and Morrilton. Morrilton holding the first serve. That's going to be dumped over by Yarnell. Not able to score. Morrilton on the attack, and it's out. And they say it was touched. So Morrilton gets on the board first here. Redondo receives this one out to Patterson. Kept alive by the Devil Dogs, trying to tip here. It's tracked down by Rowan. Out to Chloe Moore at the middle, and she swings that one on the way down. It'll be out. 2-0 Devil Dogs here. So we've just started this second set. And an ace and an inauspicious start thus far to this second set. Yarnell out to Patterson. Paris still looking for its first point of the set. They get it here from Rowan Patterson. This is going to be the first serve of the set for Paris, courtesy of Abby Yarnell. She puts it in play. Not handled well by Morrilton. They'll tip it over there. Harrell to Yarnell, out to Patterson. Off the fingertips of the blockers. Well done there by Morrilton. They send it out to the outside. Redondo gets the pass up. Yarnell out to Patterson again. This one played up again. Well by Morrilton. They have to free it over though. Redondo, that's overpass back to the Morrilton side. They tried to attack. Moore made nice play on it. Tipped over by Patterson. She can't score. And Morrilton finally swings it into the net. A furious volley there between both teams. And Paris pulls within one. And this is going to be an ace for Abby Yarnell. Shanked by that back line for Morrilton. We're tied 3-3. And the lead right back to Morrilton on that error. Ely to Yarnell. This one out to Addison Harrell. Tried to swing over that block and will swing it out of bounds. Redondo pops it up. Yarnell to Ely coming up from the back row. That one into the net for Ely. The errors beginning to accumulate here for the Eagles in this second set. They're down now 6-3. Shaky receive. It's going to be a free ball from Ely. Morrilton quickly to the middle. They tip here, but Ely gets to it. Yarnell to Patterson on the outside. Kind of had to hit that one falling away. Not a great pass by Morrilton. They free it over. Moore to Yarnell to Harrell. Not able to score there. Morrilton frees it over. Paris needs to use this one. They'll push it over to Patterson. Dug out again. Tipped back by Ely. Not able to score. Good defense being put on by both teams right now. Yarnell to Moore. Tipping here, and it falls for Chloe Moore. I think they called the Morrilton player in the net anyways, but this is Rowan Patterson on the serve. That's shanked for an ace for Rowan Patterson. Paris has scored the last two. They pull within a point of Morrilton. And this one's going to be another error. And the Morrilton lead back to 2 at 7-5. And this one shanked for an ace for so looking at the other side, the ball went onto the floor. Mansfield player grabbed it. They didn't stop play. Meanwhile, the Morrilton lead has grown to 4, but now an error. Another error here in service. And the Eagles find themselves down 4 right now at 10-6. Should Morrilton win this set, we'll go to the shortened third set to 15. Now Morrilton pushes the lead to 5 at 11-6. And the Eagles reeling a little bit right now. They just got over the net. Yarnell to Thomas. She just slaps this one over. Morrilton gets to it. They'll go to the outside on the attack. Played up by Patterson. Yarnell out to Ely. Cross-court shot's going to get the kill and pull Paris within 4. That sends Emerson Comp to serve here, the senior defensive specialist. Here's Morrilton on the attack from their right side. They're going to whistle Paris in the net. Serve coming here from Morrilton. Arredondo will play this one up. Yarnell out to Thomas. That's blocked, and it scores. The lead up to 6 again for Morrilton, 13-7. It's going to prompt a timeout by the Eagles. We'll be back with you in a moment after the timeout and a word from our sponsors.
Farm Credit of Western Arkansas and Paris. Proud to support our farmers, families, and Friday night football. Rural lending, hometown strong.
When it's time for your next vehicle, shop local and drive with pride. You'll get more than a great car. You'll get hometown service and support from folks who know you by name. Paris Ford and Paris Chevrolet, proud supporters of the Paris Eagles.
At Union Bank, we're proud to invest in community. You'll see our logo or our team in every corner of our town because we're much more than just your bank. We're your friends and neighbors too. We're Union Bank, rooted in community and focused on you. Member FDIC.
We are ready to resume play here in the second set. Paris trailing right now 7-13. And we call it double. Rowan Patterson grabbed that. I think we just thought it was an obvious left call against Yarnell. Either way, Morrilton has Paris doubled up right now, 14-7. Eagles need to really find some momentum here at some point. This is going to be well received. Paris will survive it. Here's Ely down the line, and that's out. And the Morrilton lead has ballooned to 8 here. And all the momentum on the maroon side of the net. I believe on the other side of the court as Paris scores to pull within 7. Mansfield just took the first set against Mayflower. I think that says 25-16, so a pretty impressive set for the Tigers. Morrilton with an error here. Ash Neely back to serve. Paris still down by 6. Kept Liveson over here. Morrilton on the attack. Cross-court shot scores. As we're creeping, we're kind of past what you could consider the middle part of this set with Morrilton already to 16. And a late reaction to receive here. Here's Ely rolling it over, not able to score. Morrilton to the right side on the attack. Popped up by Comp. Free ball sent over here by Yarnell. Morrilton with a chance for some quick offense. They'll go to the outside. Popped up by Ashton Ely. Good pass here out to Patterson. That's going to score for Rowan Patterson. 16-10 now. Taya Thomas on to serve. Pretty well received by Morrilton. No tag from the right side. Yarnell out to Patterson. That one popped up and into the stands for a kill for Rowan Patterson. Bears still with some work to do, down by 5 here. They have had a bit of a propensity for breaking off a few runs as of late, including today. We'll see if they can pull one off here. So dug out by Thomas. Tip coming from Ely. They're going to call a double against Ashton Ely on that one. And still a 6-point advantage here for Morrilton. Parrish is going to have to find a way to string some consecutive points together here. Eat into Morrilton lead. As they creep ever closer to 25. Comp with a good receive here. Yarnell out to Patterson. And that's just the way you want it. Got a good pass and serve receive. Yarnell got it out there to Patterson. She finished it off, but still a 5-point deficit here for the Eagles. Here's Yarnell on the serve. Morrilton to the right side, timing off there. They free it over. Yarnell out to Patterson again here, and this one's out. Harrell rolls this one over, not able to score. Morrilton to the outside, good swing, but a good dig there by Ely. Patterson into the net, and trouble here in this set for the Eagles. Down by 7, and Morrilton just 6 points away. And that one nearly an ace. Patterson able to get it over it, and that'll score. A fortuitous bounce on that one. And it's a ping pongs between a couple of Parrish players. And then Patterson able to finish off the point. And she's back to serve. This one right to the libero for Morrilton. Not a great set. They tip it over, and they're going to score off the fingertips of Addison Harrell on the attempted block. So that's the 20th point of the set for Morrilton. They lead by 7, 20-13 on the Eagles. Redondo, this one out to Ely quickly. It's off the thing. That's going to be blocked in for a Morrilton point. And now it's an 8-point lead for Morrilton. Parrish just not able to stop the bleeding right now. Here's Morrilton on the serve, and it's into the net. See if Parrish can get a run here to apply some pressure to this Morrilton team, who's had a pretty comfortable lead most of this set. Yarnell dumps this one over and scores. 6-point game now, 21-15, Morrilton up. Camera angle here. Morrilton rolls it over. Arredondo plays it up. Out to Ely. Takes another swing at it. This one will score. Looks like they're changing sides on the far side. That just keeps happening today. Another point here for Paris. They pull within 4. Can they keep this run going? Redondo serving. Morrilton tries to dump it over. Ely gets there. Yarnell the right side to Harrell. Dug out by Morrilton. They'll tip here. Yarnell there. We got a whistle, though, and a lift called against Morrilton. That's going to make it a 3-point game. And this one's starting to heat up. And it's going to prompt a timeout by Morrilton. Back with you in a moment. for more of an increasingly exciting second set here between Paris and Morrilton after a word from our sponsors.
Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
Warren Shoes, your home for Nike, New Balance, North Face, and UGG. Locally owned since 1949. Located in their iconic location on the square in downtown Paris.
Brendan Fields with Johnson Law Office in Paris and Clarksville handles wills, trusts, custody, adoptions, power of attorney, divorces, and personal injury cases. Call 479-847-3002.
Back to the action. Morrilton on the attack here out of the timeout. That's when it's popped up, savable for the Eagles. They're going to send the free ball over. Morrilton pushes to the outside, roll it over. It's popped up by Yarnell, tracked down by Patterson. Ely tries to dunk this one over, and she'll do so. And it's a 2-point game, 21-19. Nice run here by the Eagles. On the verge of a pretty big comeback. We kind of saw that earlier in the one-drop set of the day against Harrisburg. They weren't able to finish that one off. We'll see if they can do so here and put away Morrilton. That's going to be blocked by Ely, and it's a 1-point game. Redondo on the serve. That one's shanked, and Morrilton's not going to get to it. We are tied improbably, 21-all. What a run by the Eagles. They were down by 8. And they have popped off a tremendous run here. Here's Alexa Arredondo as we look to break the tie here. Morrilton to the outside. That one played up by Patterson. Yarnell out to Ely. The Eagles have the lead, 22-21. And we asked if they could put the pressure on. They certainly have. And then some, as they've taken the lead. The pressure really on Morrilton now. This one popped up, late reaction, serve, receive. Morrilton frees it over. Arredondo, Yarnell out to Ely. That one's off, tipped over here by Ely. Can't score. That's going to be overpassed. Ely sends it back down, and it's 23-21. The run continuing here, and Paris is 2 points away. Morrilton in a lot of trouble here as they have to try to get their footing. Arredondo on the serve. That's in for an ace. Morrilton ducks it, and it's set point for the Eagles. A chance to win here and advance to the next round. This after trailing by 8 here in the set, late in the set. I have to look back here. I think this is an 11-0 run. Morrilton bumps a free ball over here. This could be the point. It's off on the right side, though, slapped over by Harrell. Morrilton with a good chance here. They'll attack here. It's off the hands of Harrell, and Morrilton lives to fight another point here. It's 24-22, still well within striking distance for the Devil Dogs. The Paris is going to have 2 chances here to finish this off before this one goes to extra points. Played up by Ely. It's over received back to the Morrilton side. They'll go to the outside on the attack off the fingertips. Dug out by Arredondo. Yarnell bumps it way over to Patterson. She can't get it over, and it's 24-23 now. And this is a huge point coming up here. 24-23, Morrilton down 1. There's the serve. Ely pops it up. Yarnell dashing on the outside. That's going to finish it off. A kill for Ashton Ely. The comeback is completed by the Eagles. They knock off Morrilton. They will advance to, I believe, the semifinals here of the Lady Eagle Invitational. Do not know who that opponent is just yet. The Mayflower-Mansfield game still going on next to us. Don't have a score there. Conway Christian has walked on the floor, so that, I'm Not sure if that's Parrish's opponent. It's a long walk for me from this crow's nest I'm in up here, or eagle's nest, I should say, and to see the bracket. A lot of conference opponents here today for the Eagles. Conway Christian, Mayflower, you can see here. Again, Mansfield, Mayflower still going on the other side. And Lamar also here, obviously. The Parish played earlier in the day. And Dover, who lost to Morrilton in the first round of the bracket. It looks like it is going to be Conway Christian here for the Eagles up next. So now this is an interesting matchup for a few reasons. Obviously, you're talking about a conference opponent, and it's one the Parish has already defeated. And really, that was one of the best games, most complete games Parish has played all year when they put away Conway Christian in what was the first conference win for the Eagles. They looked really impressed with that one. That was right after Conway Christian the day after Conway Christian had knocked off Mayflower in what was actually a non-conference game between two conference opponents. The way the conferences are set up now, it's not a full double round robin. And the actual conference game between Mayflower and Conway Christian has not been played yet. That one's going to be a really big game. There's a potential there to force a three-way tie between Mayflower, Conway Christian, and, of course, Paris. So it'll be interesting to see what Paris looks like against Conway Christian here. If Conway Christian can put up a better effort than they did here last week. $10 minutes to warm up here. Next week, the Eagles have 3 games, 3 straight nights: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those Tuesday and Thursday games are conference opponents, and it's Lamar and Perryville. Not to be too dismissive, but those two teams are at the bottom of the conference standings. That Episcopal game is really the one I think that everybody has circled. It's a big game. There's a lot of history, obviously, between those two programs. It's the last real big test that Paris is going to have before they start postseason play. So Paris and Conway Christian, we're going to take a break as they warm up and reset the broadcast here for this next bracket game between Paris and Conway Christian. So we'll take the break and shut this one down and set up the new broadcast. And we will see you in a bit.